This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Ray LeDuc has a question that everybody was talking about this last month. What'd you think of Mike Tyson in AEW, Arn?
I loved it. If it's a proven fact that athletes are all marks for each other. You know, baseball players and football players, you know, they like wrestlers. Wrestlers love football players, baseball players, basketball players, soccer, whatever it is. We're all fans of each other because we realize, you know, I respect somebody that can do something that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. If you stacked up $5 million in front of me, I could not do that. I'm not physically able. And you earn a respect for other athletes. And Mike Tyson is one of those guys that, my God, for most of his career, and I'm sure Mike decided he was ready to quit long before he got beat. That was just one of those deals that had he just quit when he wanted to quit, he would have probably never gotten beat. He's just a beast. And I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan and what he brought to the table. And you're talking about a vicious son of a gun. My God. And it's funny, in the afternoon, they were out there and Mike was in the ring. And he was kind of walking around with the people that he had with him from his camp and stuff. And they were kind of talking, you know, Cody was talking to him a little bit along with Tony Khan. And it was kind of laying out what he needed Mike to do. And he said, you know, Arn Anderson will get involved. And Mike, that's where we want you to stand up and stooge off the fact that he just did something behind the ref's back. He went, Arn Anderson, where's he at? And I was about 15 feet from him. Cody pointed. Mike came over, gave me a big hug. I'm not sure everybody knows this, but in 2012, Mike was inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame same year we were, the Horsemen.
I see.
And that was the last time I saw him. And just to make a short story out of that, I knocked on his door. I wanted, you know, my son and I were going to have a picture with Mike, which is, you know, I picked my spots, but that's a big deal, getting a picture with Mike Tyson. And
sure.
Open his door. He was sitting down eating. I said, champ, I'll come back. He went, no, come on in, come in. He interrupted his meal to take a picture with us, which I thought was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so nice and so personable. And the same thing with AEW. You know, he came over, gave me a big hug. Haven't seen you, you know, since 2012, Thanks for being here. And it just goes to show you, you know, how Tony Khan is willing to give the audience something special, you know, during these trying times when the audience can't be with us. And he's going to all lengths to give you some really cool stuff. And it was just awesome having Mike there. It really was. And it was good to see him. And there you go.
Great to have him a part of the show. Good to see him back in wrestling. Let's keep it moving here. This is a fun question because we've never talked about it before, but we do get questions about it every week. This one's from John. He says, wondering how you feel about wearing sweater vests. Was this your choice or AEW's? I get that it plays into the whole coach aspect. I've just never been a fan of wearing them myself. Glad to see you back on TV, enjoying AEW, and proud to be a Horseman fan for life. So yeah, the sweater vest, it's your new look on AEW. Whose idea was the sweater vest, and how do you like rocking the sweater vest?
My new boss, and I had never worn one beforehand, but he had a vision for this character. Being, you know, Cody is one of the top guys in that company.
Sure.
And to be his coach is a pretty prominent position. Mike Ditka is what came to mind in Tony Khan's mind. He said that similar look. Well, I didn't want to just rip Mike Ditka off completely and wear everything that he wore. So we came up with this, and I'm happy to say it's no issue. maybe if I look so conservative, one of the guys that wrote in, I remember one week on the Twitter account for this show, who follows us and supports us, he went, or maybe he doesn't support us, maybe he was just zinging me, but he said, my God, Arn looks like a banker. Well, good. I hope everybody that crawls in the ring with Cody thinks that's who I am. I'm an old, beat up banker. That will be the last thought they have.
As their spine hits the pine.
Check.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.